So, Hamish, why don't you tell people where you're from and how you got into doing these sorts of videos?
So I'm from New Zealand, kind of bit of a weird background because I
Kiwi.
studied civil engineering. Yeah, Kiwi. I studied civil engineering and worked as an engineer the last 4 years pretty much. And then basically I was working in Australia in the mines, earning quite a bit of money. And I saved up quite a lot and kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, what do I want to do with my life a bit more? And I always used to watch like street interviews on YouTube and all these prank videos when I was younger. And I always had it in the back of my head, why am I not doing that? Or why can't I do that? And I think it just finally, like, after thinking about it for so long, I was like, all right, I want to give this a go. It took me actually quite a while to actually get into it, but pretty much just asked my friend, hey, I really want to give this a go. Can you record for me? And I was at a festival in Bali, uh, end of not last year, the year before, about a year ago. And then that was my first one. And ever since then, I just kept with it and slowly building followers. So yeah, I really enjoy it though. It's good fun meeting people.
Who did you watch when you were younger? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I can't quite remember. There's a guy in Florida. I don't know if you ever used to watch that stuff when you're a little teenager.
Yeah. Is it like Fousey Tube? He did it. Didn't he do sort of stuff like that? He strikes me. Yeah. Florida man.
He did a backflip. Someone will remember this. He did a backflip over some police and got arrested.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prank videos. There was a guy in the UK called Jack Jones who sort of eventually was like, what would you say, called out for being fake, and all his videos were fake. But yeah, I'm sure that happens quite a lot of prank videos. But yeah, I remember growing up, prank videos were very, very popular. But now it's more sort of like interviewing people and approaching girls is always a very popular one, isn't it? The amount of the guys that go around approach girls.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, they carry
I've
out.
actually I've thought about branching off and just doing one or two of those, just see if it hits or anything. Um,
You
'Cause
should
you
do.
definitely say, yeah, a lot of those videos pop off. So
They really pop off. Yeah, the people love to watch. It's that sort of mirror neuron thing where people that don't have the courage to do it in real life watch other people doing it, and they like doing it. So yeah, definitely, since you've got the confidence now of going up to people, then just why not? And I feel like the camera sort of makes it feel like it's not real in a way. It's like you're recording for something. It's sort of like a safety net, kind of, which I guess would help with confidence. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't done it. But
no, I do agree. Yeah, I
yeah,
do agree because I feel like whenever I go ask people and we've got the camera and stuff, it just feels like I'm doing my job rather than kind of
yeah, exactly.
somewhat randomly. So it's almost an excuse to talk to them.
And it's sort of it gives you that sort of inner cheerleading motivation because you see the camera, and I guess they see it as well. Which probably, I reckon, if you walk up to someone with a camera, you're probably more likely to get a better reaction than them. Just because people are selfish and they think, "Oh look, I'm on camera. How interesting! I'm going to talk to this person now." Is it just? I mean, is it just one guy walking around with a camera?
Sorry, my
Or isn't?
net's going a bit slow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. You are on the other side of the world.
Yeah, that is true. Sorry, I missed pretty much the last 20 seconds, I'd say.
That's all right.
Yeah.
What did I say? So I'm guessing it's just one guy, your mate with a camera, just following you around. Pretty easy setup, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I just get whoever is around me at the time to help out, just any of my friends. So I just change all the time and it's pretty relaxed.
Ah, that's what you want. That's what I like. So where in the world have you been to talk to these people, and like, have you? I suppose it's a slightly deeper question. Have you noticed any like cultural changes of like differentiation from different people from different locations?
Yeah, I'd say I've been all through Europe. I like pretty much started in Bali and was in Bali at the start of last year a lot. And then all through Europe, I was doing it as well. Um, I'd say generally where I was interviewing was quite touristy spots. So it kind of meant that even in Bali, I was interviewing a lot of tourists. So I was getting a lot of Europeans anyway. So it didn't really matter too much. And all of them were drinking. So I find you kind of get like more of a
Always help.
typical traveler, drinker type person that you're interviewing in general.
What was it like in Europe? Whereabouts in Europe did you go?
I think I did like 10 different countries. Just
That's awesome.
UK, Portugal, Spain, Montenegro. Should have a bit of filming there. Croatia, Poland, a few other countries, but yeah, all round it was my big Europe trip. So yeah,
And did you? How did you get? Did you? Is that? Did you use the money that you saved from working as an engineer, or do you? Do you,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool. So you've done it all off your own back. That's cool.
yeah. I don't know if you've heard about the mines, but it's like just quite popular for just going there and you kind of work rosters and you work 2 weeks straight every day, like 12-hour days, and then you get some time off and go back, but they just pay you well because of the amount you work. So,
What are the mines?
so there's like coal, gold, iron ore, but it's been really popular for people overseas come over to work in them.
Literal mines. Decent. Like the dwarfs from Lord of the Rings.
That's the one.
Decent. That's what you want. So how, sort of putting it back on you, were you nervous when you first started doing this, or was that never an issue for you? Did you just think, oh, I can just do it, I don't care?
No, I was definitely nervous. It took me probably even a few months to actually go do it. I was like always tossing it up. And it was only until I was with like a really good group of friends that I was like, okay, guys, I really want to do this. And one of my best mates helped me film.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't seem like the most extroverted person ever. But in your videos, I guess it's, as we were speaking about earlier, it hypes you up, doesn't it? And you sort of go into that character mode of heightened version of who you are and like a new aspect of your personality. But that's really good that your friends, did they sort of all gather around you and say, yeah, let's go and do it?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just like, I got you back, and yeah. And then even now I'm like just so used to it that it's really good. But even every now and then I get a bit nervous, especially if I'm doing like specific jobs or important things, then it's like a bit more nerve-wracking than my usual just outside the clubs in Bali, which I'm really used to.
Yeah. What do you mean by like specific things and difficult jobs?
I've just done some like collaborations with some businesses, like not paying anything, but just like meetups and that sort of thing. They were really friendly, but yeah. I mean, even things like this, I've never done a podcast, so.
Nice. Well, you're doing a good job so far. Don't worry about it. It's not a podcast, it's just a little chat.
Yeah.
Why, big question. There's loads of potential answers to it, but why do you think these sorts of videos are so popular? I know what I think, but do you have any ideas, given that you're far more of an expert in it than I am?
I'd say probably a few reasons. I mean, I'm more of like an analytics person, so I'm pretty sure Instagram just goes off view duration and shares and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's just quite like visually appealing to watch, and it's either like entertaining or relatable that people go, okay, wow, I want to watch this or share it with the videos that I've done that have done well anyway.
I also think people.
And then,
yeah, sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say also a lot of controversial stuff or people disagree, agree seems to fire up the comments, and then people kind of go back and forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What sort of controversial stuff have you done?
I've done like politics, which I try not to dive into. Yeah, actually. Yeah. So, that's always a good one. I think I ended up having someone, you know, have her opinion of, so sorry, this was another video, but it was talking about how old is too old to attend a festival.
The festival, yeah, I saw that one.
And she was a bit younger, so she said, I mean, in general, maybe a younger age, 27. Yeah. So I think a lot of people got offended by that. And yeah, a lot of people in the comments were just not happy with it. But a lot of my stuff's pretty lighthearted, so I think some people can take it to heart a bit too much. I'm never too serious, so yeah, when I see some comments like that, I just laugh. I'm just like, it's not that deep.
And I also think, as I sort of alluded to earlier, just people like the confidence of someone approaching someone. They think it's. My answer would be because of the lack of sort of human interaction that we experience nowadays as a result of our way of living. That allows people to see someone being brave and striking up conversation with a random person, and they like that, so they live vicariously through watching other people do it. And it seems fun, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, that's a really interesting take on that. I've never actually thought about that. I definitely agree in terms of especially guys picking up girls and doing those videos. Because, yeah, people must watch them, or guys especially, and just be like, wow, how can I be like this guy? But they'd never take the next step to actually try to do that.
Yeah.
So,
what could you say? Yeah, where courage lacks in one person. I don't know. I want to come up with some bullshit quote, but I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. It's too early. But yeah, it's a good opportunity if everyone else is not doing something, and then you see that window and then you go out and do it. I mean, lots of people are approaching people. Yes, it's as we've already said, it's very popular. Where's the favorite place that you've been to?
favorite place?
Bali.
I'd probably say, yeah, Bali. I think I'll just let my, yeah, come over, come hang. We do some.
Is that where you are at the moment?
Pretty much based there. I'm just back home, just visiting for Christmas and New Year's, but I'm going to go back in a week or two. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's just good. It's good fun there. Really friendly, local people, good food, cheap, nice weather.
Whereabouts? Where's like the most touristy place in Bali? Where does everyone go? Because obviously it must be quite a big place.
Yeah, so I stay in Canggu, and that's probably the biggest party spot in Bali that everyone goes to. And then, yeah, remember that one. Then there's Seminyak and Uluwatu and Ubud. And those are probably considered the main tourist spots.
Okay. I'm just going to write down Canggu because I'm not able to remember those other names.
I'll message you after how to spell it if you can't.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Um,
What have you learnt about yourself whilst doing this on top of the confidence aspect?
I would say, this sounds really cringe, but like consistency is key, I think. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people fail is because they just stop trying. And if you just never stop trying, then you'll eventually get there. And I'm definitely not there by any means, but I know I'm going to get there because I'll just keep trying until I get there. It's pretty simple, but I think I was also lucky with the work I did that I managed to save up enough that I could kind of take this time off and really focus on it.
Yeah.
So
that's very handy. Yeah. You should wear the high-vis jacket more often. That could be like your USP. You could change your name to the high-vis guy.
Would come in handy. Yeah.
It was like, the big look, like, I was the high-vis guy. Yeah, let's go and talk to him.
Yeah.
Have you had like one interaction with someone that really stands out for any reason?
Yeah, I've had a few. I'd say more people that I remember. Unfortunately, I was drunk for this one, and the camera wasn't actually working the whole time we were recording, but he was talking about his whole life story of how he built up his life from nothing and started his business and was like really switched on. I was like, wow, this guy's amazing. Completely forgot his name. Don't have the footage, so I'm actually really upset. But
oh no, we need to track him down.
Yeah, I know. bit of a shame. And then
What's
just
that?
other people. Oh yeah,
That
probably
count
just other people.
bloody
Yeah,
zero.
yeah, other people that probably aren't as drunk. I tend to have more meaningful conversations with. I actually met someone that was quite into his confidence and that sort of thing, and interviewed him a couple months ago, and he gave me some tips. So I'll have to send you his contact. He might be good to talk to as well. But he was just traveling around doing his thing. Yeah.
What were his tips?
I remember what one quote. He was like, be the first on the dance floor. Like, just go be the first person to do it. Like, no one else cares.
That's
No one else is watching and actually gives a shit what you're doing.
yeah. That's sort of that's what I was trying to say earlier when I couldn't think of a quote to come up with. It was associated with that. Be the first on the dance floor. It's like if no one else is doing something, that's a perfect opportunity to go in and do it. And yeah, but then no one cares. So I think that's really good. You see those videos where people are like at airports and stuff. They just start like singing really loudly. Or they're it's even
Yeah.
worse, they're on a plane and they just start singing really loudly. And that's like ultimate confidence because at an airport, you're going to move and they're going to move and you'll never see them again. But on a plane, you're stuck with those people for like a couple of hours. So, or
Yeah.
at least a couple of hours. So, yeah, I think that's what you want. Have you seen those
I think
videos?
that's.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
Sorry. No, you carry on.
No, you go. I'll make my point after.
I was just going to say that is true confidence if you're doing that because there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. But even I haven't got to that level yet. Maybe one day.
Definitely, yeah. What could you could, um, I mean, you got to be careful in an airport because obviously it's a bloody, they're quick to react, these airport police. But yeah, a plane, that's always funny, just randomly singing it during a plane. Have you seen, that's what I was going to say, have you seen those videos where like people are in public and they like roll a football or a basketball at someone and then they have to try and like get it in the hoop?
I've seen I've seen like boxing gloves, like put them on and, give me a wee fight.
Okay, yeah, you should, I mean, they were really popular. The guy that did it was really popular maybe like a couple years ago, or like probably a couple years ago. He would literally just be out in the streets. His crew would walk around holding one of those sort of like, they're not really portable, but like when you're a kid and you've got like a basketball hoop in your garden, they'd walk around with one of them. They'd bounce a basketball and they would like do like this countdown. Or they would put two codes down, people would have to shoot with a football. So yeah, they were always quite good to be fair, quite addictive. But I think we'd sort of progressed now onto
Or
more.
they create a new idea based around that.
Yeah, literally. What else could you do? Maybe tennis, paddle tennis. People love nowadays in the UK. At least that's really on the grow up.
It's it's flowing in Bali as well. It's insanely popular now.
Yeah, isn't it? I don't play it. I've never done it.
Me neither.
You should do some video of paddle tennis court.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Credits to Ollie Jones.
Yeah.
What is the future? What are you looking to do in the future?
Currently, I'm hoping to get a visa to actually work in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got in contact. Luckily, I actually met someone at a festival maybe like 6 months ago, a year ago. She works for like a social media company. So yeah, they're drafting up for a contract, and then hopefully from there I can just keep building my connections, growing a following, and just keep really traveling around the world, just meeting people, even like yourself, and just having interesting conversations. Really, it's the goal.